my beautiful nation and what it means to me. Not a thing out of place, that's what's special about it. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada, this is home, yes. And do you hear? It's the songs the birds are singing. Do you hear? It's a sound that's everlasting, and there's no end in sight, just the beginning of our lives. Sweet Grenada,
Hey, we are here for another night. Grenada, Carriacou, PD, Martinique, and the world. Yes, we are here for another night, for another day. Some people watch the program in the day. We are here for another program. This is what we call Mikey Live. News discussed, not told. If you are viewing the program for the first time, we say welcome. We hope it's not going to be your last. And for those of you who are continuously viewing the program every night, we say thank you for so doing. Thank you for your loyalty. Folks, it is our pleasure every night, every day, to gather information and share with you. Today, we have some big stories to tell you about. Let's get right to it. Now, there's been a reward offered for the recapture of escaped prisoner Hayden Phillip. $5,000 is the offer to anyone, a group of persons who aid in the recapture of Hayden, who has escaped lawful custody 8 days and counting. We will tell you more about that in a moment. Petroleum products, the prices have increased. We'll tell you about that. Buju Banton is coming to Grenada, probably sooner than you would think. Region urged to prepare for a possible possibility of a severe outbreak of dengue. And father and son killed in crash in Trinidad. Grenadians encouraged to vote, vote, and vote. We're going to tell you about these stories and more right here on Mikey Live when we return from our break. We want to remind you that the headlines is brought to you through the kind compliments of Duty Free Caribbean, Colombian Emeralds International, and WPG10. Now, folks, for those of you who have not yet done so, we'd like to encourage you to share the program. Now, when you share the program, other people get to see that we are live. And when we talk about share, we are talking about the people who are particularly viewing via Facebook Live. There is a button that says share. It's very easy to find and very easy to do. Sharing the program on your wall means that you are an ambassador for the program. Yes? For those of you who are viewing live via WPG10, we want to welcome you on channel 10, standard definition, and channel 11, HD. Folks, we will be right back. And when we return, it will be real news in all your Lily Lolo. So stay tuned, we will be back.
And so it begins, a journey like no other. Jungles so lush, they make emeralds jealous. Water that sparkles like diamonds. Mountains with more facets than precious gems. This is where good times are had, where love is strengthened, where memories are formed. And when it all comes to an end, bring home something that will never fade. Colombian Emeralds International. Bring home more than a memory.
Action is back. Grenada National Stadium, the West Indies Championship Regional 4-day tournament, Thursday, January 17th to the 20th, 2019, as the Windward Islands Volcanoes take on Jamaica Scorpions, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. daily at the Grenada National Stadium. Admission $10. Comes to the likes of Devon Smith, Sherman Lewis, Josh Thomas, Roland Cato, amongst the regional stars. Remember, cricket action is back at the Grenada National Stadium, January 17th to the 20th, 2019. Come shout and support your team.
He's hit that one.
Don't miss a ball.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply.
Colors Promotion together with Carib present National Colors Fest.
Everybody safe, girls winding up, keep up.
National Colors Fest, Wednesday, February 6th, the night before the holiday. Moonlight City, we deck off in our national colors and come out to play a mass. And you see, when morning touch, Grenada's best takes the stage. Sheldon Douglas, Boise, Dash,
Wind up, we don't want no
Easy, Jab King, Heine Jab and Sosa, Muddy and Squeezed, Looney Spark and Electrify, Zooty Man and more. Get ready, cause a mass go play. We embrace the ice, green and gold National Colors Fest, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. General admission 25. Ticket outlets are Gittins, England Dance, Heather Boutique, Shotty's Bar, opposite the terminal, Spice Mobile Guam, Shi's Bar Victoria, Big Lane Bar Sates, Kwame in River Sally, Daigo Shop Tivoli, Bogoso Barbershop, Kevin and Crush Barbershop Grenville, and St. David's Pharmacy. National Colors Fest, Wednesday, February 6th, Moonlight City.
Alrighty then, thank you again and welcome to tonight's program. Welcome to Mikey Live. Well, yeah, Grenada, Pure Grenada again, has once again made it to the Steve Harvey Show. Now, it is not the first time this is happening. You understand? We're popular people. We're popular. You understand? So it is happening for the second time in 2018. Now, during Steve Harvey's Before We Go segment, he introduced two persons a 93-year-old, and another man. And he was talking about how he assisted this 93-year-old when there were a lot of fires in the area and so on. Yes? Now, that came with a reward. Yes? The man is coming to Grenada to enjoy our sand, sea, and sun. 4-night stay at the Mount Cinnamon Grenada Resort, and an island tour complements the Grenada Tourism Authority. All right. Now, the episode was aired on December 19, 2018. I got a chance to see it, but due to copyright reasons and so on, blah, 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 you know, yeah, we will not even attempt to show that short clip. I wasn't able to get clearance, you know, and we don't want to interrupt our program, you know. So let's go. The next thing we have to tell all you about, boy, you know, there have been a lot of talks about the acquisition of a Scotiabank by Republic Bank, and you know, what is going to happen with the workers and so on. So let me tell you an update we got on that from the government. Now, the Grenada government say that they have received assurance from the Republic Bank Limited and Scotiabank that the jobs of workers will remain secure when the planned acquisition is finalized. Now, Grenada is one of the 9 Caribbean countries in which Republic Bank Financial Holdings Limited recently announced plans to acquire Scotiabank's operations. Now, at a recent meeting with top officials of both banks, Grenada's Prime Minister raised the question of job security. Now, in response, the banking officials gave assurances that all Scotiabank staff will transition to Republic Bank and their terms of employment will remain the same. Now, in Grenada, where both banks have existing operations, current staffing arrangements will remain in place for at least 12 months, and attrition is expected to take place over time as the operations merge. Now, it was also noted that a technical service agreement between the banks will ensure collaboration for a period of 18 to 30 months to ensure the transition is smooth and seamless. Now, with Grenada and several of its Caribbean counterparts sharing a single currency, the regional implications of the acquisitions are also being considered. Now, Dr. Mitchell, who is currently chairman of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the ECCU, said he will be working closely with his colleagues to ensure that all is done in the process of negotiations to safeguard the best interests of the region. All right? And we have posted that story on our website. So persons who wants to read more on that can always just go to our site and read the bit of information in its entirety. Oh yeah, the next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean again. Now here's what's going on this time. We need your vote. Vote every day for the USA Today Top 10 Best Travel Awards. Now, the Grenada Tourism Authority is calling on all its citizens to vote every day to put pure Grenada, the spice of the Caribbean, at the top once again in the United States or the USA Today Top 10 Best Travel Awards. Now, Grenada is nominated in more than 6 categories, and nominations for the 2019 Caribbean USA Today 10 Best Reader's Choice Contest launched on Monday, 14 January. Now, here are the categories and the areas in which we are nominated for. Best Caribbean Beach Bar, Umbrella's Beach Bar. Best Caribbean Rum Distillery, Clark's Court Rum, River Antoine Rum Distillery, and Westerhall Estate. Best Restaurant in the Caribbean, BB's Crabback. Best Caribbean Resort, Spice Isle Beach Resort. Nominations for the 2019 Caribbean Reader's Choice Awards. Best Caribbean Beach, Grand Dance Beach and Magazine Beach. Best Caribbean Dive Site, Bianca Sea, Molinaire Underwater Sculpture Park, and Sister Rocks in Carriacou. And Best Caribbean Island for Romance, Grenada. Alright, now voting is open now and it runs for 4 weeks only, and it ends on Monday, February 11th. And you can vote every day at 10best, that's 10best.com/awards/travel. And of course, they encourage you to share the contest URL with your social networks, and of course, so give other people an opportunity to see it and vote as well. All right, so go there and vote. You know, the place so nice, but the place pretty. All yeah. The next thing that we have to tell all you about, boy, is the price of petroleum products. There's been an adjustment as usual. All right, and it takes effect tomorrow. Now, on the mainland Grenada, the price of gasoline moves from $14.67 a gallon to $14.70 per gallon. In Carriacou, gasoline at the pumps will be sold at $14.88, up from $14.85 in Petite Martinique, $9.38, a 3-cent increase like Carriacou and on the mainland. Now, on the mainland, diesel moves up 1 cent to $15.02, and kerosene a 2 cents increase from $9.39 to $9.41 per gallon. In Carriacou, diesel will go up by the same 1 cent margin as on the mainland Grenada, from $15.19 to $15.20. In Petite Martinique, diesel is increased from $9.69 to $9.70, and kerosene from $9.58 to $9.60. On mainland Grenada, as well as the sister isle, the price of the 20-pound cooking cylinder remains the same, $40 for the Rubis product and $37 for the Petro-Caribe. On the mainland, a 100-pound cylinder of cooking gas climbs from $220.19 to $220.44. The price of bulk remains the same, $2.30 per pound. On the sister isle, the 20-pound cylinder of Rubis cooking gas remains the same at $49.46 for the Petro-Caribe product. The 100-pound cylinder will be sold at $243.44 as of tomorrow, up from $243.19. Now, bulk remains the same at $2.30. Now, the energy division says that the new retail prices are computed based on the average freight on board cost, that is, the ex-refinery prices for the period 14 December 2018 to 14 January 2019. Something you guys have been anticipating, something that you guys have been wanting and asking for, the news has broken. Ladies and gentlemen, Buju Banton will be in Grenada in May, and you are invited to be a part of this one. According to the promoters, it's going to be a lifetime experience as Buju Banton returns to the stage for a night of love, the Long Walk to Freedom Tour at the Grenada National Cricket Stadium. It is going to be happening in May, folks. Buju is coming. Now, it is happening on Saturday, 11th May 2019. Early bird tickets are already on sale, and they are being sold at EC $150 or US $56. It is a sunshine promotion event. We are moving on, folks. The next thing that we have to tell you about, region. No, that's a serious one, but I can't play with that one. Oh yeah, the region. That's a serious one. I'm not playing with that one. The region is being urged to prepare for the possibility of a severe outbreak of dengue. Now, people, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARFA, has called on health officials across the region to prepare for the possibility of a severe outbreak of the mosquito-borne dengue fever. Now, in a statement today, CARFA said that the last major regional outbreak of dengue occurred in 2009. Since then, the region has experienced 2 large outbreaks of mosquito-borne diseases, chikungunya in 2014 and Zika in 2016, which are unlikely to reoccur soon. Now, the regional agency also said that Disease modeling predicts that another regional outbreak of dengue may occur in the near future, adding that last year, Latin America showed an increase in the number of dengue cases. Now, CAFA has also pointed to the recent outbreak of dengue in Jamaica, saying that it has elevated the level of concern in other Caribbean islands. Now, the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CAFA, is therefore advising countries to implement enhanced measures to reduce mosquito breeding and prevent the spread of the disease. Now, dengue is a flu-like illness that affects infants, young children, and adults. Symptoms typically begin 4 to 10 days after infection, and it includes a high fever, headache, vomiting, muscle and joint pains, and a characteristic skin rash. Now, this illness can evolve to severe dengue, characterized by potentially deadly complications. All right? So, they say these complications can be such as internal hemorrhaging, intense and continuous abdominal pain or tenderness, and persistent vomiting. In some cases, dengue may be severe and cause death. We are learning of a 14-year-old student who died yesterday in Trinidad. Now, it has been linked to dengue. Now, here in Grenada, officials say that they are monitoring what's happening regionally and locally to protect our population. There is an upsurge of dengue in some of the neighboring countries, people. And so Grenada say that they are taking the necessary steps. We spoke to the Chief Medical Officer, Dr. Mitchell, about this a couple days ago.
The Ministry of Health continues to be vigilant in terms of what is happening both locally and regionally to safeguard our population from any health occurrences. And so we are monitoring the situation in the region to find that there are an upsurge in cases of dengue in a few countries, inclusive of Jamaica, Martinique, etc. So as our responsibility, we decided to up our game where that is concerned, meaning that we decided to up our preventative measures, education, and some strategic interventions, mainly fogging and the setting up of larvicides in areas where we know, based on our surveillance, that we have a high indices of mosquitoes. So basically, for the time being, this is our strategy. We are monitoring the situation. Our dengue cases have been minimal in the last few months of the year. So we've been doing a good job at that, but we don't want to be taken with our pants or caught with our pants down. So we are trying to ensure that the mosquito population is not there, so that if, for example, that new strain of dengue is introduced into Grenada, the Aedes aegypti mosquito, which is the vector, is not present to transmit it. So that is our strategy going forward.
Thank you very much, sir. And CAFA is saying that we all need to clean our surroundings. The two most important things to manage mosquito population in our Caribbean countries are to manage water storage drums and tanks, and properly dispose of used vehicle tires to prevent mosquitoes breeding. Again, it doesn't matter how severe and how much of an outbreak is happening within the region. They are saying that there are two most important things that you need to do to manage mosquito population. It is simple. Manage water storage drums and tanks, and do so properly, and properly dispose of used vehicle tires to prevent mosquito breeding. And that's it. Alright? Oh yeah. The next big story that we have to tell you about, boy, police have stepped up again their efforts in recapturing escaped prisoner. You understand? People, today they're offering a reward of 5,000 smackaroos to anyone who provides information or anyone who aids in his recapture. I'm making it up. You understand? So they say no. Once all you help them, boy. Once all you help the people. Or once you could bring him in too. That's what they're saying. I'm making it up. Let me show you the thing. They're saying you could bring him in too, you know. Yes. They're saying you as well can get involved. You understand? And bring him in too. Let me show you the business. Look, the business, I'm making it up. The most wanted man on the island right now. You understand? They say he's very articulate. He's multilingual. He's smart. He's brilliant. He's intelligent. They say he's studying the business and has been able to successfully evade the police. I'm making it up. You understand? So today, the police further intensified their efforts to recapture the escaped prisoner. He escaped prison 8 days ago. Now, according to police, Hayden was just about 1 month into a 2-year prison sentence for contempt of court. And so today, it was announced that a reward of $5,000 is being offered to anyone who aids in his recapture. Now, this is one of the longest periods a prisoner has escaped and have been on the run for. And police have also confirmed that this is the highest level of alert they have ever issued for an escaped prisoner. We have not had to offer rewards before. Now, some people say that they have seen him in their area wearing a dress, particularly in grandads. They say he's wearing all sort of disguise and so. One prison official said the last time he was reported to be seen with a cutlass.
According to information from our source, I'm speaking prison, he was seen not maybe about the second day after he escaped. He was in possession of a cutlass, according to information reaching the prison authority.
All right, thank you, sir. Folks, that's not the only thing we are hearing. Now, police say that they have sought the assistance of the SGU for the use of the canines and the tracking dogs, because they're saying right now they are pulling out all the stops to recapture the escaped prisoner.
We have sought the assistance of SGU yesterday, and with the tracker dogs. In addition, ASP didn't mention that, but
K9
and the K9. So the prisoner is also taking the initiative to print a lot of the updated pictures. So you may find in the very near future, pictures will be stocked up, you know, in various communities and villages to ensure that persons get familiar with the face of the person. But we still have to be cognizant that if he's a tricky guy and if he's, you know, trying to change his look, we have to be particular about that too. What we would advise in that case, once you see somebody that looks strange in the village, because most people are used to who the people in the villages and communities, yeah? So if you see somebody looking strange, still alert the police so that we can verify who that person is. I mean, yeah? So that's one of the ways that will help identify the individual that we're trying to capture. We have.
Yeah, right? So you would have heard it from the officers yourself. Now, a lot of people are saying, why can't the police just shoot him? People were asking as well, how involved can they be in terms of the recapturing? What should they do? Should they hold him? Should they restrain him? Should they try to see, break a hand, break a leg? Well, police says, hey, hold up. Whatever happens, your action must be justified, including the actions of the police.
It's not just about shooting an individual. Every single action that an individual, even the police, takes, he has to account for it. So for example, even if we go out there, for example, he's a dangerous guy. But if we shoot him unnecessarily, not justified, we'll have to answer for that. So for example, he goes there and he decides, let me give up myself. Yeah, I'm not giving any trouble anymore. And we shoot him, we will have to answer for that. So whatever action that has to be taken at the end of the day must be justified. And the law speaks to when your life or somebody else's life is in danger. So he's coming at you, anticipate, if I don't take some action, some form of defensive course of action, I might be killed. And in the process of taking that action, he gets killed. Then that is justified, because you are defending yourself against somebody who's coming to harm you. It's not.
All right, so that's what they are saying about this. But here's what, folks, we have learned as well through this press conference that was held today, that this is not the first time that this prisoner has escaped lawful custody. He did so sometime back in 2005. Now, the Assistant Superintendent for Prisons, Fimba Charles, said that Hayden was part of a rehabilitation program. That program is named Project Reach. And he's saying that in prison, Hayden was not a troublesome prisoner.
I won't say he was, because he was involved in a program that we would have been running for over a number of years, which is the Project Reach. And Project Reach over the years would have had a success rate of about 90%. And so he was involved in that program. And he was the first escape for all the years of the program. So to say he was that sort of a inmate, I would say no. Because if he was that, he would not have been involved in the program. Because the program goes beyond the walls of the prison. It is on the compound, but it's beyond the wall. So to say he's that type, I would say no.
All right, so thank you very much. All right, so we are going to keep you updated about that. All right, now we are moving on. Folks, we've extended an invitation. We've extended an invitation to you to, okay, let's see what's going on here. All right, okay, yes. We have extended an invitation to persons on Facebook, to all our viewers, in fact, to check out the game of cricket at the National Stadium. So here's what has happened. That is Windward Islands versus Jamaica in the Cricket West Indies tournament. Now, the Windward Volcanoes kept the bowlers of the Jamaica Scorpions on their nose today. Huh? On their nose. So the Windward sent in to take the first strike, ended the first day on 263 for 6. They say the wicket, the batting nice. You understand what I mean? You know, there are Grenadian players, for example, Devon Smith. Now, Devon Smith made 124. And then later on, Dennis Smith and Shimron Lewis made the Jamaicans work hard. You understand? They say they give them some good work. Smith ended the day unbeaten on 36, while his Grenadian counterpart Shimron Lewis was on 16. All right, so we're doing thing. Last night, while on the program, we received some alert from some of our colleagues out there in Trinidad. People, there was a crash, there was an accident, and we found out that 2 men died in that crash. Now, it turned out that they were father and son. The vehicle was totaled. Total. You understand? 60-year-old and his 24-year-old son. Prem Singh and his son Ryan Singh, you understand, from Penal Boy. They say that they died from this crash not too far from their home. Yeah? Not very far from their home. I could just imagine. You understand? Some say that on the video that the guys were recording at the time, you could have heard them saying, but that vehicle just passed me there, boy. That vehicle just passed me there. You know? There are those who are suggesting that speed had to have been a factor in this accident. You know? But boy, you don't see that car, boy, telling me we have to be more careful, man. Oh yeah, we monitor that situation out there in Guyana, boy. You see, when you think you have it hard, when you think you have it hard because the tires on your car is getting bad and you don't know when you could buy another 2 tires, when you think it's hard and bad because you're not able to buy a ticket for a show, when you think it's hard and bad because you're not able to buy the kind of lunch that you want to, think about those who don't have a choice. And Barry Salmon had a song that while he's standing in a spot complaining about things, there's a man waiting for you to move from where you stand so that he can take a night rest right there. And I'm saying this to say that I found this story in Guyana to be very touching about an incident that occurred, and it resulted in this.
On December 9, 2018, Riaz Shaw and Karamchan Kemraj, both 16 years old, were struck by a speeding Toyota Pitbull minibus on the Annandale Public Road, East Coast, Demerara. Kemraj died as a result and Shaw was left paralyzed. The two teens were friends and lived a few houses away from each other. At Shaw's home, where he is taken care of by his parents and siblings, he lays in a bed placed outside of the lower flat of the building. He is only able to move his legs. After some turning, he fell asleep.
Getting pain. Yeah, getting pain in our car and so. Yeah, torn foot, he had a move, foot and pain, torn by his side. And OPI and what too.
Zahida Hussein is Shaw's mother. Hussein observed her 49th birthday on Wednesday, but was unable to celebrate as she continues to think of her son's plight. Doctors said he has suffered a brain damage. He is unable to do anything for himself and is fed using a tube.
He was a good person, active. Yeah.
How this has affected your family?
It affected me a lot because everything I do free. Yeah, I'm really too strong. He's a sick person.
The mother of 4 is still hoping that her son can return to his normal life. Shaw's father, Yakub Shaw, told the newsroom that his son's illness has also affected him greatly, as he has to be around to assist in taking care of him.
It just depends on this little boy here because he active. Anything you have to do, he just do it. Right? If on light now work, he know what it. If on phone now work, he know what it. So anything. So this whole street take and I start good way. He like help people. Yeah, type like that.
Shaw said his son will on Friday begin physiotherapy at the Ptolemy Reed Rehabilitation Center in Georgetown.
And tomorrow, I just carry your tongue for your therapy. It's going to pay 2,500 or 2,500. That's 5,000. Plus you got to think for eat and drink. And I'm here alone, I'm scared, like, my son made that.
On the night of the accident, the teens were on a bicycle on their way to get something to eat. As they were about to cross the road, they were struck down by the minibus. While the police have impounded the minibus, they have not found the driver. However, Shaw's father told the newsroom that he was contacted by a lawyer who is offering money to settle. He has not taken up the offer since he at this time cannot determine the cost to take care of his son. Over at Kemrad's home, his mother Larita Ramrup fought to hold back tears as she noted that her son used to support the home by operating a horse cart since her husband is not healthy.
Like today, me still a cry. Here they want us work on something. And the fella some big son. He said, Mommy and Daddy, he could go work. I'm in a fight talk, I know he father is well. Father got heart problem, pressure, you can see what he want, eyes. He does go work and bring his money in here.
The woman said her husband has taken over the operation of the horse cart to provide for his remaining 3 children. Anyone wishing to assist the families can contact them on telephone numbers 220-9189, 664-2056 or 645-5735. BB Katoon, Newsroom.
Thank you very much. And of course, we do know that the program is viewed by people in Guyana as well. And of course, we thought it necessary to show that even for persons other parts of the world, Grenada, Canada, the US, the UK, who can assist the family in whatever way. This is a really, really small world. And so we know that these things are not impossible. Folks, what we're going to do right now is take a break. And when we come back, we've got the national report for you. Even before we go there, I was telling you guys about the Agriculture Network Boy. You know, imagine there is now an online platform, THEAGRICULTURAL network.com. So it's the agricultural network, right? And what they allow is for you to network with other people of the industry. You can get listed, you can have your items, your products, and people can come there and see what you sell. Just like how you have a buy and sell site. That's what it is. Yeah? And you can network with other farmers and other people of the industry, whether you're a farmer, agro-processor, you just name it, people. So this is kind of like a first for Grenada, so you should try it, all right? So you could check out the website. That's the agriculturalnetwork.com. That's THEAGRICULTURAL network.com. All right? Try it, people. You can get exposure for yourself, for your business if you're a farmer, or even if somebody who wants to purchase products. And so you can check out the site as well, all right? So organize all yourself. So anyway, let's take a break and we will be back very shortly.
It's a new year, so how about a new look? At Quartz Optical, we have the latest brand names and styles. Plus, get 20% off credit on 12 to 24 months. Instant credit approval while you are being tested. Get 15% off cash, so you can get that new frame to go into the new year. Only at Quartz Optical, the largest, fastest growing optical chain in the Caribbean. Special conditions apply. It's a new year.
Together with Carib, present National Colors Fest.
Everybody safe, girls lighting up, keep up.
National Colors Fest. Wednesday, February 6th, the night before the holiday. Moonlight City. We deck off in our national colors and come out to play a mass. And you see, when morning touch, Grenada's best takes the stage. Sheldon Douglas, Boise, Dash,
Wind up, we don't want no
Easy, King, Heine Job and Sosa, Muddy and Squeezed, Looney Spark and Electrify, Zooty Man and more. Get ready, cause a mass go play. We embrace the ice, green and gold National Colors Fest, 10 p.m. to 10 a.m. General admission 25. Ticket outlets are Gittins, England Dance, Heather Boutique, Shotty's Bar, opposite the terminal, Spice Mobile Guam, Shi's Bar Victoria, Big Lane Bar Sates, Kwame in River Sally, Daigo Shop Tivoli, Bogozo Barbershop, Kevin and Crush Barbershop Grenville, and St. David's Pharmacy. National Colors Fest, Wednesday, February 6th, Moonlight City.
We mean business and we talk business.
I wanted to go back to when it started.
And we let women in business tell their own stories and inspire others.
But I'm very excited about 2019.
I am Abigail Long, and join me right here for Abby's Power Lunch.
You never looked at a piece of paper. This was just a beautiful conversation.
We talk to women of the Caribbean who make things happen.
I know, let's not just preach it, let's practice it, and it starts from household.
Scotiabank and Republic Bank give Grenada government assurances of job security for workers and seamless transition of operations. Details to this story and more in the National Report. With the details to the news for Thursday, January 17th, I'm Delroy Loza. The Grenada government has received assurances from Republic Bank Limited and Scotiabank that the jobs of workers will remain secure when the planned acquisition is finalized. Grenada is one of 9 Caribbean countries in which Republic Bank Financial Holdings Limited recently announced plans to acquire Scotiabank's banking operations. At a recent meeting with top officials of both banks, Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Dr. The Right Honourable Keith Mitchell raised the question of job security. In response, the banking officials gave assurances that all Scotiabank staff will transition to Republic Bank and their terms of employment will remain the same. In Grenada, where both banks have existing operations, current staffing arrangements will remain in place for at least 12 months. Attrition is expected to take place over time as the operations merge. It was also noted that a technical services agreement between the banks will ensure collaboration for a period of 18 to 30 months to ensure the transition is smooth and seamless. With Grenada and several of its Caribbean counterparts sharing a single currency, the regional implications of the acquisition are also being considered. Dr. Mitchell, who is currently chairman of the Eastern Caribbean Currency Union, the ECCU, said he will be working closely with colleagues to ensure that all is done in the process of negotiations to safeguard the best interests of the region. Concern has been raised in some quarters about the possible leakage of foreign currency from the countries affected by the acquisition to Trinidad and Tobago, where Republic Bank is headquartered. The bank officials have given assurances that such fears are unfounded, since there are legal and operational restrictions on the movement of foreign currency from subsidiaries to a parent company. Assurances have also been given that the long-standing history of corporate social responsibility will continue, with support for various sporting and other community-based activities. Grenadians are getting another opportunity to apply for vacant positions on board the Carnival cruise lines. The Department of Labor says representatives from Trinity Recruitment Services, Inc., headquartered in Barbados, agents for Carnival Cruise Lines, Apollo Ship, Chandeliers Incorporated, and Fleet Pro will be in Grenada on January 28th and 29th on another recruitment drive. They will be interviewing persons desirous of working in the cruise ship industry. Applicants will be interviewed for placement in the positions of galley stewards, cleaners, waiters, and waitresses. The recruitment process will be held from 9 a.m. until 5 p.m. each day at the Grenada National Stadium's Conference Room VIP 215. Interested persons are urged to walk with an updated resume, 4 passport photos, registration fee of US $150, police certificate of character, a copy of their updated passport data page, and copies of training and educational certificates. A $5,000 reward is on offer for information that will lead to the recapture of escaped prisoner Hayden Phillip. Phillip, who is serving a 2-year sentence for contempt of court and has served just over a month of that sentence, escaped 1 week ago. And according to information reaching the prisons, he was seen in possession of a cutlass 2 days after his escape. He is now disguising, therefore the public is urged to be on guard.
One of the things that we discovered thus far is that the escaping prisoner, he's carrying some tricks. For instance, posing like a young lady, a lady. So I think what we would have to do is do similar to the police. Have some sort of an intel that we can react to his showing or his disposure and probably react similar, so we would catch him off guard.
That's Assistant Superintendent of Prisons, Fimba Charles. 35-year-old Phillip, who is from Cherry Hill and who was at one time involved in Project Reach at Her Majesty's Prisons, made his first escape back in 2015 while being taken to court. Inspector Desmond Richard, officer in charge of the Community Relations Department of the Royal Grenada Police Force, says they are heightening awareness and seeking assistance from other bodies.
We have sought the assistance of SGO yesterday, and with the tracker dogs. In addition, ASP didn't mention that, but K9 and the K9. So the prisoner is also taking the initiative to print a lot of the updated pictures. So you may find in the very near future, pictures will be stocked up, in various communities and villages to ensure that persons get familiar with the face of the person. But we still have to be cognizant that if he's a tricky guy and if he's trying to change his look, we have to be particular about that too.
You're watching the National Report. Stay tuned. We'll have more news after the break.
We are back with you to continue the work. We need you to improve our Grenada, Carriacou and Petite Martinique. On the road to national sustainable development. We're back.
So how can we invest more in the sporting arena to bridge that gap for all of young people?
I think there should be more forums like this.
We need to find a way in which to combat that now.
Be a part of the next National Sustainable Development Plan 2035 Contributors Forum at the MacDonald College St. Patrick, January 21st from 7 p.m.
Welcome back. Grenada's new biodegradable alternative is the answer to saving the island's landfill. That's according to the Grenada Solid Waste Management Authority. Litter and waste disposal formed part of discussions during the recent launch of biodegradable products that are being imported to replace styrofoam and plastics. Environment Minister Senator Simon Steele said the transition to biodegradable products is no excuse to become unconscious of littering.
It doesn't remove the issue of littering. And whether you are disposing of irresponsibly a biodegradable cup or a plastic cup, it's still a litter nuisance. And part of the education process that we need to go through in this transition is not to ignore the need for us to be more litter conscious as well. This is not an excuse for us to discard, even if it's a biodegradable item, to discard it irresponsibly.
The current landfill at Perseverance has been the subject of discussion for many years, as government works towards sourcing more lands to accommodate waste disposal. The authority's senior communications officer, Myrna Julian, says the introduction of the alternatives will help to reduce waste and extend the life of the current landfill.
It would serve to reduce quite a lot in terms of the quantities of waste going into our waste disposal facility, our landfills. You would appreciate that at this time, land space is very limited for landfilling. We are in search for new space for landfill development, and it's not showing up any good results for now. So any effort to divert waste from our current facility, and which would help to extend on the life of our Perseverance facility, is certainly welcome. And of course, with the coming into stream of the Non-Biodegradable Waste Management Act and the switch now over from the plastics and the styrofoam to this very impressive biodegradable range of products would certainly help in terms of keeping waste out of the waste stream.
Julian is hopeful that once Grenada is able to make the transition smoothly into biodegradable products, commercial composting can be considered to preserve a healthier nation. In
waste management, in the not too distant future, very soon, commercial composting can be practiced, and the items that are imported here, they can go back into our food chain, and food chain in a very healthy way.
And finally in the news, with the safety of students at the Victoria School for Special Education foremost in the minds of educators, government has handed over a new bus to the school to assist with safely transporting students from home to school and back. We have the report from Annette Moore.
It's a dream come true, and I can assure you that I'll try my utmost to ensure that the bus is properly taken care of and cared for.
The handing over took place on January 10th at the Ministerial Complex.
On behalf of all of us at the administrative end of the Ministry of Education, it gives me the greatest pleasure, especially as today is my penultimate day. It gives me the greatest pleasure to hand over the keys to this new Toyota bus to the Victoria School for Special Ed, and we pray as Pastor Lacroix would have said, that you would take care of it, and that the children of the School for Special Ed and the education system in Grenada as a whole would be better off for it. So thank you very much, and here is your keys. Good luck.
Today we have achieved, and we are able to say that we now have a vehicle that is safe and that is adequate to transport the children of Victoria School for Special Education. I know that the parents would be elated. I know that all the persons within the community, within Victoria and St. Mark's and Guelph, would all be overjoyed because of what we have achieved today. Our Minister of Education actually took up and stood behind us 100%.
Roberts also had high praise for the outgoing Permanent Secretary, Finlay Jeffrey, for his commitment to ensuring the procurement of the new vehicle in a timely manner to replace the old one, which was more than 20 years old.
On behalf of the Victoria School for Special Education, our staff, students, and the parents, we would like to say thank you to PS and the Ministry of Education. It has been a difficult and long journey. We have been begging, pleading, crying for a new vehicle, and I'm happy that today I'm holding in my hands the keys for a new bus. We no longer have the headache of wondering if our students would get to school and get back home safely.
For the National Report, I'm Annette Moore.
That story concludes the National Report for Thursday, 17th January 2019. Recapping the story making the headline, Scotiabank and Republic Bank give Grenada government assurances of job security for workers and seamless transition of operations. On behalf of the entire news team, management and staff of the Government Information Service, thank you for joining us. I'm Delroy Lozan.
All right, thank you very much, Delroy, and everyone else who were instrumental in the production of the National Report. We want to say thank you guys for that. All right, and folks, it is now time for us to start wrapping up the program for tonight. We want to say thank you to the people who are constantly viewing the Mikey Live program. There are some of you who really and truly never miss a program, and you know what we have to say to you is thank you for that. I don't know if I can thank you enough for your loyalty and your commitment to the program. All right, guys. So again, thank you. Okay, let's see what the weather is like. Well, you are seeing on the screen in some areas what the temperature is like, and the weather is expected to be generally fair with few isolated showers during partly cloudy spells. Winds east northeasterly to east southeasterly at 12 to 22 miles per hour. Seas moderate, waves up to 6 feet in open waters. Sun is going to rise tomorrow at around 6:33 a.m. Alright, guys, and so that is your weather report, and we will have another one for you tomorrow, God's willing. Let's just say hello to some people before we shut down the program. We have about 30 seconds. Laura, we see you on the program. We see Helen on the program, Kireen, Irma, Stephanie, say it's cold, Angel, Asha, Sheba, Queenie, Danica, Kireen. Did I say Stephanie? Did I say Trevelyn? Did I say Suzette? Did I say Zaka? Clotilda, Wayne, Gwendolyn. I'm seeing some different names tonight. Curtis. Alright, Shumin. Alright. We have also Dora with us tonight. I'm seeing some. We have Rachel. I'm seeing some Rachel. Some new names on the program. You know. So big up you guys, and we're gonna touch base again tomorrow, God's willing. All right, Nels, big up yourself as well. All right, Patsy, I see you are there as well. Okay, and I see my sister there. Lintana says it's freezing up there. And Gloria, how are you doing today? By the way, I have something important to come from the United States. Right, I usually don't do this, but I have something very important to come from the United States for the program. So if you're coming soon, let me know. All right, so because I don't want to have to come for it. Because if I have to go for it, I'll be staying sometime by my mom. At least I'm going to be staying about 2 weeks. And you don't want that, all right? So it's better come down than I go get it, all right? So, yeah, I typically would not do that. But still, I need to get something done kind of like soon, all right, guys? So, yeah, link me. All right, send me a message. And don't play ting, 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 don't play the ring, chin, hey. Message me in the end of the program, okay? Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves. Those of you viewing on WPG10, thank you for so doing. Let your friends know that the program is live every night, all right, guys? We are on from 9 o'clock to 10 right here, WPG10 right here, Facebook right here, on YouTube as well. You can check out the My Digital app. We are also there. The program is uploaded there at the end of each program. God bless you. Don't forget to check out the website for more stories. That is MikeyLive.com. Do have yourselves a good time, guys. All the best. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We all say, ja, no. Good night, everyone.